Imagine growing up with someone who looks exactly like you, shares your face, your smile, even your laugh. But what if that mirror image hides a heart full of jealousy? This is my story. I'm Sienna, and my identical twin is Sophia. From the outside, we seemed inseparable, the picture of sisterly love, always together, finishing each other's sentences, turning heads wherever we went. I had a kind heart and natural charm, and I often stole the spotlight without even trying. Sophia, she was just as beautiful, but deep down, I later learned, a storm was brewing. Why did I always get the praise, the friends, the opportunities? As kids, we shared everything, but as we grew into young women, Sophia's envy started to whisper dark thoughts to her. Little did I know, my sister's smile hid a plan that would change our lives forever. How far would jealousy push someone to betray their own blood? Stick around because this tale of twins takes a heartbreaking turn. Growing up in a small town, Sophia and I were the talk of the neighborhood. Our parents, proud as could be, dressed us in matching outfits and entered us in every local beauty contest. I loved the attention for the fun of it, but Sophia craved it like air. I remember her staring at her reflection, probably thinking, why does everyone always say Sienna's the sweeter one? High school only made it worse. I landed the lead in the school play, while Sophia got a supporting role. Boys flocked to me, drawn to my easy warmth. Sophia dated here and there, but it never lasted. I thought she convinced herself it was because she looked like me, but I acted better. Yet we stayed close, or so I thought. Weekends were spent at the mall, trying on clothes, giggling over crushes. But I started noticing Sophia's laughs growing forced. One day, I got accepted into a top college with a scholarship for my art skills. Sophia's application? Rejected. I didn't know then that rejection lit a fuse in her. She must have muttered alone in her room, "She doesn't deserve it all." As I prepared for my big college interview, excitement filled the air. But Sophia had other plans. What could drive a sister to destroy the one thing we both cherished, our shared beauty? As the days led up to my life-changing interview, our twins' home buzzed with energy. I practiced my portfolio, sketching beautiful designs that showcased my talent. "Sophia, what do you think of this one?" I'd ask, holding up a drawing. Sophia would smile and nod, but I didn't know that inside her stomach was twisting. Why was I always the creative one? Sophia had dreams too, of modeling, of being seen, but my glow seemed to dim hers. Our friends noticed the shift. At a group hangout, someone said, "Sienna, you're going to kill it at that interview. You'll be famous someday." Sophia forced a laugh, but her eyes narrowed. I see that now. That night, alone, she scrolled through social media, seeing my posts getting likes and comments. "It's not fair," she whispered to herself. The interview was for a prestigious fashion program, my dream. I planned my outfit meticulously, a sleek dress, my long wavy hair styled perfectly. Sophia offered to help with the hair. "Let me do it, sis. I want you to look amazing." I hugged her, trusting completely. But as Sophia mixed the hair treatment that night, her hands shook. She swapped the conditioner with a harsh chemical from under the sink, something meant for cleaning, not hair. This will ruin her look just enough to make her falter, she thought. No permanent harm, she told herself, but enough to shatter my confidence. The next morning, I woke up to horror. My hair, once silky and full, was dry, brittle, breaking off in chunks. I stared in the mirror, tears streaming. "What happened? I look awful." Sophia feigned shock. "Oh no, maybe the product was bad?" But inside, she felt a twisted satisfaction. My big day was destroyed. How could I face the panel looking like this? The betrayal cut deep, but I had no idea it came from my own twin. As I canceled the interview in despair, questions swirled. Was this an accident or something more sinister? Transitioning from that devastating morning, my world flipped upside down. I rescheduled the interview, but the damage lingered, not just to my hair, but to my spirit. Sophia watched from the sidelines, pretending to comfort me. "We'll fix this, Sienna. You're still beautiful." But I felt exposed, vulnerable. Friends rallied around me, suggesting salons and wigs, but the scar ran deeper. Little clues started appearing. A missing bottle under the sink, Sophia's odd behavior the night before. I pushed the thoughts away. Who would suspect their twin? Meanwhile, Sophia basked in the shift. For once, attention turned to her. "Poor Sienna, but hey, Sophia, you look great today," people said. It fed her envy like fuel. But guilt crept in too. Was it worth it? I, heartbroken, confided in a close friend, Mia. "I feel like someone did this on purpose." Mia's eyes widened. Who would? Unless, no, not Sophia. The seed was planted. As I pieced together the puzzle, anger replaced sadness. If this was betrayal, revenge would be sweet. But how do you strike back at your mirror image without losing yourself? Weeks passed and my hair slowly recovered, but my trust in people shattered. I threw myself into my art, sketching fierce designs that screamed resilience. Sophia, sensing the distance, tried to bridge it with fake concern. "Sienna, let's go shopping. Cheer you up." But my responses grew short. One evening, while cleaning our shared room, I found the empty chemical bottle hidden in Sophia's drawer. My heart pounded. Why would she have this? Flashbacks hit. Sophia insisting on the hair treatment, her calm reaction to the disaster. I confronted Mia. "I think Sophia did it." Mia nodded sadly. "I've seen her jealousy, Sienna. Remember how she acted when you got that scholarship?" The pieces fit. I set a trap. I pretended to plan a big party for our birthday, knowing Sophia hated sharing the spotlight. "I'll do my makeup extra special," I said casually. Sophia's eyes flashed with envy. That night, I left out a new face cream, actually mixed with a harmless but staining ingredient. Sophia, unable to resist, used it in secret. Morning came and Sophia's face was covered in temporary blue spots. She screamed, "What is this?" I acted innocent. Maybe bad product. But then I dropped the bomb. Or maybe karma for what you did to my hair? Sophia's face paled. I didn't mean to hurt you that bad." Tears flowed as the truth spilled. "I was jealous, Sienna. You always get everything." The betrayal was out, raw and painful. I felt a mix of shock and fury. How could my twin, my other half, destroy me like this? But now, with the truth exposed, it was time for me to decide. Forgive? Or plan a revenge that would teach Sophia a lesson she'd never forget. As the confrontation hung in the air, our twins' bond teetered on the edge. Sophia begged for forgiveness, promising change. "We're family, Sienna, please." But my heart hardened. I needed Sophia to feel the sting of betrayal, to understand the pain. Quietly, I began plotting. Not destruction, but exposure. Something that would humble Sophia without breaking her completely. The birthday party approached, a perfect stage. I invited everyone, friends, family, even old crushes. Sophia, spots faded but ego bruised, acted like nothing happened. Little did she know I had gathered evidence. Photos of the bottle, timestamps from our security camera showing Sophia tampering. But revenge wasn't about public shaming yet. I wanted Sophia to confess herself, to face the mirror of her actions. The plan unfolded subtly, building tension like a storm. The party night arrived, lights twinkling, music pulsing. I looked stunning, my hair styled boldly, a symbol of my comeback. Sophia, dressed to impress, tried to steal glances of approval. But I had arranged for a surprise slideshow, a tradition for our birthdays. As guests gathered, the screen lit up with childhood photos, laughs echoing. Then it shifted. Images of my ruined hair, the chemical bottle, a timeline of events. Gasps filled the room. Sophia froze. "What's this?" our mom asked. I stepped forward, voice steady but emotional. "Sophia, tell them what you did." Tears welled in Sophia's eyes as the weight crushed her. I was jealous. I ruined Sienna's hair before her interview. I'm so sorry." The room went silent, then murmurs of disappointment. Friends turned away, crushes looked shocked. Sophia's perfect image crumbled. But I didn't stop there. I had submitted Sophia's secret diary entries, full of jealous rants, to a counselor anonymously, leading to a family intervention. Sophia was forced to face therapy, to work on her issues. It wasn't about destroying her, but shutting down the envy that poisoned us. As Sophia broke down, begging for a second chance, I felt a rush of justice. Had I gone too far, or was this the wake-up call Sophia needed? The climax built to a heartfelt moment where pain met possibility. With the party winding down, emotions raw, I pulled Sophia aside. "I didn't do this to hurt you forever, Soph. I wanted you to see what betrayal feels like." Sophia nodded, shattered but grateful. "I get it now. I was wrong." Our parents stepped in, hugging us both. We need to heal as a family. Days turned to weeks, and Sophia started changing, attending sessions, supporting my rescheduled interview. I aced it, landing the scholarship. But the real win? Rebuilding trust, one honest talk at a time. In the quiet after the storm, Sophia and I began mending our fractured bond. Sophia volunteered at a local salon, learning to uplift others instead of tearing them down. "I'm sorry, Sienna. Your success is mine too," she said one evening, tears in her eyes. I forgave, but boundaries stayed firm. We rise together, or not at all. Our story spread quietly among friends, a cautionary tale. My art flourished, inspired by the ordeal, designs that celebrated inner strength over outer looks. Sophia found her own path in counseling, helping others battle jealousy. We twins, once divided by envy, became advocates for sisterhood. But the lesson? Jealousy can destroy the closest ties, turning love into poison. Betrayal stings, but revenge, when done with justice, can lead to growth. Ask yourself, have you ever let envy cloud your judgment? Remember, true beauty shines from within, and lifting others up builds you higher than pulling them down. In the end, Sophia and I proved that even shattered mirrors can reflect hope. What a wild ride of emotions, right? If this story of jealousy, betrayal, and sweet justice hit home, drop a like below. It really helps the channel grow. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this lesson. And don't forget to subscribe for more dramatic tales of revenge and redemption. In the comments, tell me, where are you watching from today? And how did this video make you feel? Can't wait to read your thoughts.